Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am Erica Jones, and if you're new here, welcome. If you're back for more, welcome back. Either way, I am so grateful that you are here and taking the time to watch this video. Okay, so right now it is mid-February, and I want to check in with you to see how are you doing on the goals that you've set for this year, or the resolutions. I don't really like that word, but you know, a lot of people make them at the beginning of the year. So I want to know, how are you doing with those goals? Are you moving closer to them? So I want to tell you a little backstory about me. There's been several things that I've done in my life that I can look back now and truly think, well, shit, girl, like you did that shit. Like I'm really proud of some of the things that I've been able to accomplish in my life that seemed so fucking hard or so damn difficult at the time, or like they seemed like this massive goal that just seemed unachievable. But I was actually able to achieve them. And I want to talk about that, and I want to help support you to reaching your goals, whatever that might be. Because the saying is 100% true, in that, how do you eat an elephant? Or like in my case, how do you eat a big fat piece of pizza? Because I fucking love pizza. It's one piece at a time. It's one bite at a time. And so it's the same exact train of thought when we're thinking about our goals, okay? So I remember, I've got so many examples that I really just want to chat with you about and share with you, because damn, I really was in a space where I didn't think I could do it. So the biggest thing that comes to my mind is when I decided to quit drinking alcohol, when I decided to become alcohol free. I decided that because for many years, it really kind of ran my life. It had a huge hold on me. I wasn't the one in control of it. It was in control of me. And for several years, or a while, I would have the thought in my brain, I should quit. Maybe I should slow down, because I know this is not leading to a good space, or it could be leading to things that aren't healthy. And so I would have this thought kind of playing in the back of my head, and I would shut it down. I would shut it out for a long time. I wouldn't listen to it because all my friends drank. I mean, my family drinks heavily. So like whenever we're together, that's kind of like what we do. That's how we hang out. That's how we socialize. And so to think of not being part of that, it was really like, who will I be? And what will life look like? But the thing that kept replaying in my brain is, holy shit, what would that Erica be like? That didn't drink, that did not need alcohol every day. Well, I bet she's a pretty badass bitch that is getting shit done, that is handling her business, and is accomplishing shit. I would love to know her. I would love to know what that's like. Okay, so I had all of these kind of mixed thoughts about, there's no way I could ever quit drinking. My complete life would completely change. My whole social world would change. All of my relationships would change. But then there was also that part of me that was like, fuck, what would that be like? What would life be like where that didn't control me, where that wasn't consuming me so much? And luckily that the latter voices, those other voices of, I want to know what she's like, I want to know what life is like, that ended up winning. But it was not overnight. It was not overnight. If I had like $1 for every day one that I've had, I would be fucking rich by now. I would be a millionaire. But the thing that actually got me to now that I can say, thank you, God, I have been alcohol free for over 2 years now. Never thought that could be a possibility or a reality in my life, ever. But what got me here is one day at a time. Honestly, what got me here was 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time. Then it became 1 day at a time. Somehow it became 1 week at a time. Holy shit. Then it was 1 month at a time. And then it became a month after a month after a month to 1 year to now 2 years. At some point, you just quit counting, which I remember that. I remember thinking about, holy shit, I'm not even counting anymore the days, which is huge. Like, I remember the relief of that like it was yesterday. And it was so massive, but it wasn't overnight. Like, it took a while to get there, but it happened one day at a time. So if we want to like relate this to business, right? I know so many people who are dying to get out of their corporate jobs or just out of their jobs, or maybe even not that, but they're dying to start a business, but they don't know how. They don't know what that would look like. They don't know the steps, none of it. So it seems overwhelming, which is like how going alcohol free seemed overwhelming to me. It was like, whoa, what does that even look like? How do I do that? I was asking all of the same questions that I was asking when I started my business, when I quit my job. I mean, my God, I've done some amazing things, big, scary fucking things, where I asked the same questions. How? What does that look like? What do I need to do? Right? And with drinking, it's not just like, okay, yeah, we'll stop drinking. Well, no fucking shit. But it's so much deeper than that. It's mindset. It's what we're thinking. It's what we're thinking about ourselves. And it's the same when it comes to starting your business or quitting your job or whatever. It's what you're thinking about it and what you're thinking about yourself in relation to that. So if I'm constantly thinking, I can never quit drinking, I'm just always going to be a slave to alcohol, it's always going to control me, then I wouldn't be here today. So what helped move me out of that was starting to think about the possibilities of not drinking. Well, it's possible that I couldn't drink. I have gone a few days. Maybe I've gone a week at it randomly. When I had kids, I wasn't drinking. So it's like I knew the possibility was there. So there was like that hope that was there, that it is possible. It is possible, one, because I know other people have done it. Other people who maybe even were way more addicted than me, they've been able to quit. So why can't I? The same with starting a business. There are many people who have no business experience, no degree, no nothing, who are very successful entrepreneurs. So if they can do it, why can't I? So it's thinking about the possibility and trying to live in that realm as much as possible, instead of the other realm of, no, this is never going to happen for me. I'm always going to, act this way and be this way. So I had to start thinking about things differently and start reprogramming my mind about myself, about alcohol, about the role it was playing in my life and how I wanted it to play in the future. Like all of the things. I had to just start thinking about things differently. The same with business. My dog is literally laying on my stand right now. So if it's a little wobbly, you can blame Vision, my dog. So it's the same with business. So for a long time, even, up until probably like for the past 2 years since coming home, quitting my corporate job, it's been 3 years now. But for the last 2 years, it's been me reprogramming my mind and really, really starting to become this successful type of an entrepreneur that I always had that hope about. Okay. When I first quit my job and started my business, I knew the possibility was there. I surrounded myself and kept kind of feeding that hope that is this possible? Other people are doing it, yada, yada, yada. But I didn't fully believe it because that was not who I had been up to that point in my life. So I had several more years of being a different way than being this way, being this successful entrepreneur, right? And the same with alcohol. It's the same. So I had to cognitively start reprogramming my mind, thinking specific thoughts on purpose to help move me towards my goal of not drinking, or my goal of starting the business, quitting the job, and having a growing, successful business that's growing, okay? And it's the same for you. So when you think about where you are now in relation to the goal you set, almost 2 full months ago at the beginning of January, where are you and what are you thinking about that? Okay. And then what actions are you taking to reach those goals? So, like for starting the business, I had to start thinking of myself as a successful entrepreneur. And that took time to really reprogram my thoughts, my dominant thoughts. There's like a ton of statistics out there about how many billions of thoughts we have in a day that in the majority of them we're not even aware of. So there's a constant thought loop running on autopilot in the background, like the waiting room music at the doctor's office that's just going. You become immune to it. You don't even know it's there at some point, okay? And that thought process is going, or that thought loop is happening nonstop. So it takes us being aware of it, aware to interrupt it, to stop it, and to specifically think a different thought, to specifically implant like a new thought loop, a more positive thought loop. So for me, with drinking, it was no, I am someone who does not drink anymore. I am sober and I love being sober. I love living this healthy, sober life, alcohol free. I am no longer controlled by alcohol and I fucking love it. So it was specifically putting those thoughts into my brain. Or with business, I'm a successful entrepreneur. I love living this entrepreneur life. I am a successful entrepreneur who is making shit happen, who is getting shit done and doing the damn thing. Okay? And it takes repetition of thinking those thoughts on purpose. And in doing that, we are slowly changing ourselves, like our whole makeup, which then leads us to take specific actions. So like with alcohol, I would start thinking those thoughts of, no, I am sober. I no longer need alcohol. Whatever the thoughts were, I had a ton of them that I was just repeating over and over. And then I also would back it up with scripture to help me enforce it. And then, I happened upon Dr. Caroline Leaf's 21-day, I can't remember the exact name, but that helped me reprogram thoughts in my mind as well. And then it helped me stop drinking. It helped me reprogram those thoughts to where I didn't, the urge to drink wasn't as strong. I would have triggers being in certain scenarios, or when I was having an argument with my husband or whatever it may be would trigger me. And then I would have to go to my toolbox and do what I needed to do to not reach for the bottle. So maybe it would be journaling or going outside, doing physical activity, working out. I love working out, which is a whole other example. I used to be overweight. And then I've competed in figure competitions back in the day when I was in college. And now, I do not have a problem with weight at all. It's out of my existence on purpose. All of this has been very intentional. So it can be the same for you with whatever your goals are for this year. This year does not have to look the same as last year, but you've got to decide that it will not look the same as last year. And then you have to start reprogramming your mind to think thoughts on purpose that will support you and move you towards your goals. So if it's starting the business, then start programming your mind to believe and to think those thoughts of, I can do this. I can be a successful entrepreneur. So that's leading you more into the possibility. Once you live there for a while, you're more apt to think, hell yeah, I'm going to be a successful entrepreneur. I am a successful entrepreneur. And then you start taking actions, you'll get ideas that come to you, promptings, intuition, whatever it may be, that will move you towards that goal. It's the same. It's the same with all of it. Once you start to embody the goal of your desired outcome, the life you want to live, you start getting these hits, I like to call them, kind of these hits of ideas of what to do. Oh, maybe I should post this. maybe I should do that. Maybe I should go here. And then you might meet somebody who could help further you along. Like, you just never know, because it's always working out for us and for what we desire. We just have to be open to see it, right? But it starts with reprogramming our minds and our self-concept to believe that we could even be there, that we could, that goal could be attainable for us. So with wherever you are today, maybe you're not where you want to be today, but fuck that. Just fuck it, okay? Let's just put a hard stop right now, here and now, no matter what's happened from this point up in 2023. If you're not where you want to be, or if you haven't even moved towards your goal, okay, fine, fuck it. Here we are starting today. What are the thoughts that you can start to think on purpose that will help move you towards your goal? That will open you up to the possibility of you succeeding in that, whatever it is that you desire. What can you start thinking? Okay? And then what are some actions? Like, just get out some pen and paper and just start writing shit down as to, well, what are some things that I think I could do, or some steps that I could take to help move me there? So for starting the business, well, if it's something you have no idea about, maybe start looking it up. Maybe start connecting with other people who are doing the business that you desire to be doing. I mean, hell, YouTube, where we are, it's like you can find an answer, a solution to anything, which is what I am hoping to be for you. I'm hoping to be that support for you, to help move you along in your journey while we are here in this earthly plane, to reach your desired outcome, because we are here to enjoy it. We are here to enjoy all of it, whatever it may be. And I truly believe that the desires that come to us within, like, truly are on purpose and for a reason, to not only help you and benefit you, but to help and benefit the world. So it is better for the world when we actually listen to our desire and really start moving ourselves towards those goals or desires. It's the same like with alcohol. When me deciding to stop alcohol, I can truly say that one decision has completely changed my life for the better in so many fucking ways. Like, my life is better, my children's life is better, my husband's life is better. Everybody who is in my radius and world is better off because I decided to quit drinking alcohol. And because I've been here now for 2+ years. And it's the same for you. People will benefit when you decide to start that business. When you decide to, maybe it's quit alcohol for you too. Shit. It's just, what are we thinking? What thoughts can we start thinking now to help move us there? What actions can we start taking? You know, just maybe come up with five things that you could start doing this week or this upcoming week. So it's absolutely true. Where we put our focus and energy grows. Whatever we are focusing on and putting our energy towards just continues to grow. So I make it a habit to affirm the life I want all day throughout the day. Anytime I am cognitive, and you have to be aware of what you're thinking. If you're finding yourself kind of drifting off, so easy to do. I find myself, I have to interrupt myself from just going throughout my day. You know, we could drive to work or drive somewhere and not even know how the fuck we got there because we're on autopilot. So we have to be thinking thoughts on purpose that will help move us to where we want to go. So when you start feeding that vision, that goal of not drinking or starting your business, whatever it may be, that will continue to grow. It'll continue to grow. And then you'll get ideas of more things you can be doing, actions to be taking. It's really fucking amazing how it actually happens. When I decided to compete in figure, I completely started to embody someone who worked out consistently, who ate correctly or ate what I needed to eat, who to get that physique that I was wanting so I could compete. That was not me. Like, I will show you before pictures, honey, and you'll be like, who is that? And it's like crazy. But that's what happens. Once we start feeding this vision more energy, putting more energy towards it, it just grows and grows. And we'll find ourselves doing shit that we, you know, wouldn't have never thought we would have been doing. Okay, so let me wrap this up because I will talk about this forever. Just take inventory of your thoughts. What are the thoughts going on in your head? Okay, because we need to be aware of what the thoughts are as much as we can. And then what thoughts can you start thinking to support your goal or to support whatever desire you have for 2023? Okay? And start living there as much as you can. Like as much as you can. Start daydreaming about it as much as you can throughout the day. Like just daydream about not drinking, about owning your business, about being that successful entrepreneur that you want, having that time freedom, having that financial freedom that you desire so badly. Sit there and daydream about that shit as much as possible because you're feeding that vision and that dream when you're doing it. And then you'll find yourself doing the things to help move you along. So, yes, I hope this has been helpful for you. If you want support in your business, I would love to support you. Right now, I support other entrepreneurs in their business with like administrative tasks and other things because I have a virtual assistant business. But honestly, like because I've been able to quit my job and start my business and support other entrepreneurs, I would love to support you with doing that. If it's quitting your job, if it's starting a business, even if it's just doing something that you don't know how, like it just seems massive, like you need a coach to help you, to help guide you, to help reprogram your mind to help move you forward. So if you would like the support, the information will be below. I work with clients in multiple different ways. I have VIP day options, but for coaching, it's a longer process, so we can really start reprogramming our minds to help move us forward. But all of the information will be below. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss my video next week and the week after. But other than that, I truly, truly want you to thrive. I truly want you to succeed, okay? When we do that, the world is better. We are all better. We are all happier. And it's the more we can help and uplift each other, the better off we are, okay? So the support is there for you. It's down below. You don't have to do this alone, and you can succeed. You truly do deserve the desires of your heart. Like truly, 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 truly. Our world is so abundant that all of us can have what we desire and there would still be a plentiful of the things, okay? So get the support you deserve and you need and come back next week for another video, whether it's on business, maybe it's on Reels, I don't know. It's gonna help you in some way, so you definitely don't want to miss it. If you have questions, just type them below and I will be here looking for it and I will respond to you personally. So I thank you again for being here and watching this video. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye.